Hey, just gonna do an update. Um, Last video I posted was my first t-shirt video. Um, it was 3 weeks on on Monday. It's Thursday now, so 3 weeks and however many days. I suck at math and I can't be bothered counting. After my first shot, the leg I did my shot in, it just felt like I'd had a leg day at the gym kind of feel. For like 2 days. I didn't get a lump in it. One of my friends said I might get a lump, but I didn't. Yeah, just because it was in my leg, it was easy to be able to massage it even while I was at work, sort of thing. So I could just like massage it. Just felt like muscle pain, if anything. My doctor at Headspace gave me a shots container. It's freaking massive. Yeah, she was gonna give me one that was like fucking huge, like size of your torso, kind of huge. And I'm like, that's a bit big. And she's like, there's another GP room downstairs. We'll go check that out before we leave. So went in there and there was that sharps container and another massive one. So she's like, yeah, you can take this one. So yeah, she gave me a free sharps container, so I didn't have to worry about getting one. Just when I fill it up, I'll have to worry about emptying it, which is, I'm pretty sure I just take it to a council and they take care of that sort of stuff. I just got notes on my phone, so I knew what I was doing, talking about. Ended up having my 21st party, had it at home. Just some friends came, drink. I had like 300 deli shots. I've also gotten since my first shot, I got my second shot done, and that was at Northside Clinic. Dr. Ruth McNair did it, who's my GP at Northside Clinic. Did a half dose again. She did it in my butt cheek, in my left butt cheek. Well, not butt cheek, upper butt, lower back. I don't know. I don't know the positioning for glute shots. Also spoke about her giving me different needles instead of using the 20 gauge 1.5 inch one all the time. She's going to give me, I think we spoke about either 21 gauge or 23 gauge needles that are 1 inch, so shorter needle and smaller gauge. She used a different needle for my glute shot as well. The only feeling I got from that was like the sting, because she didn't wait for the alcohol swab to dry, sort of thing. It was still wet from the alcohol swab, so I just got the sting from like alcohol hitting blood, sort of thing, open wound-ish. Also got my referral for top surgery from Dr. Ruth McNair. I am having a consult with Andy Ives on the 22nd of July at 8 a.m. So for that, there's and at the moment they're booking in for surgeries in August, and we're in July now, so barely even a month, 2-month waiting list. The consult's going to cost me $200, and I think they said I'll get like $70 back from Medicare after that as well. Savings wise, I'm about halfway, I reckon. I've got like savings in a savings account, and then I've also got money in a money box. I don't know how much is in the money box, but yeah, I'm halfway. But at the consult I'll find out a quote, sort of thing, how much I'll be looking at paying, because yeah, I don't know exactly. Um, third shot is on the 3rd of July, so it's Thursday now. Monday coming, I go for my third shot at Northside Clinic, and I booked in to have like a lesson, kind of thing with a nurse there, so that they teach me properly how to inject, so they cover their asses sort of thing, that they taught me properly, and blah 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 blah. So yeah. Tea changes, get real. I'm not even a month on tea. There's nothing. The only thing that maybe I don't know is I think bleeding has stopped for good. I am due, and I'm not getting the before feelings of it and that sort of stuff. So I think we'll find out. I hope I don't have to find out. Sorry. What else? I shaved the other day, or yesterday, after not shaving for like a month. There was so much fuzzies, like peach fuzz to the max. Like, I picked it up out of the sink and it was like a clump. How gross. And little peach fuzz. No dark hair, it's all like a mousy blonde brown colour. And that's when it's wet, so it's lighter when it's dry. But yeah, I've got peach fuzz everywhere. I've got a few dark hairs under my neck, but I've always had those. And sideburns, I've always had the dark hair there as well. But it's still like really thin. It's not thick at all. My voice, I think it's just because I'm sick. And I know that a lot of guys say that they get like a tickle in their throat and they feel sick and then they get a voice drop, but I doubt it very, very much, because my voice has been like this for the past month, like before tea. So yeah. What else? I came out at work. I sent an email around work coming out. Well, first I spoke to my manager, which is the manager of operations, because I work in a factory, and then manager, with my permission, went up and spoke to the big bosses. There's 3 of them. Then a few days later I had a meeting with the CEO to talk about what transitioning involves for me and that sort of thing. He actually educated himself and like looked at blogs and stuff. Looked at blogs instead of like documentaries, to educate himself about what it means, sort of thing. And he actually knew that transition isn't the same for everyone. Everyone has their own transition path, sort of thing. So that was really good. It was actually refreshing. It's actually great. Like it's Seth and he all the time with him. Like he'll come downstairs into the factory and he'll be like, Seth. Whereas before he would say my birth name or just say hey, but instead he'd like validates me, sort of thing, and it's just like Seth. Then my operations manager did the outing for me for like suppliers and stuff, because I deal with 3 suppliers, and he dealt with that for me, which was great. And yeah, but other than that, everyone's like, some of the people I work with I've actually known since I was 5, 7 years old. So yeah, and then the others I've known since I was 14 because I've been working there on a casual basis since I was 14. And but yeah, everyone's great. Like one of the girls there can never remember my name, so she calls me Zip. I don't know why. Um, the guy that trained me up for my role, who looks like an angry biker, he was like, Seth, hope it all goes well for you. And yeah, it's just been really great. Everyone, male pronouns, Seth, even the freaking 7-year-old guy at the polishers is just like, Seth, mate. He's bogan, old guys. Um, but yeah, it's been great. Um, do-do-do. Give me 1 second, I will get the letter, that email. I printed it off. I'll read it out. Oh yeah, it's got nebulas and shit. Bitches love nebulas. Um, There it is. Okay. It's only about a page long. It's not really that long. Dear colleagues, I am writing to tell you about a matter that is essentially personal, but will result in some changes at work. You may have noticed some changes in my appearance over the last several months, and it is now time to explain what is going on. I am transgender. I've had I have had transgender feelings since I was around 3 years old, but I kept those feelings hidden and did my best to make my life work with my female body. Alas, my discomfort only increased, and 3 years ago I entered psychotherapy to explore my options. I was diagnosed with gender identity disorder, the treatment for which includes psychotherapy, hormonal treatments, and or various surgeries. Accordingly, I have been working with my therapist and doctors, following the standards of care that set out treatment guidelines for this condition. Outside of work, I have been living as a man for the past 3 years. My family and friends call me Seth, and I am in the process of legally changing my name to Seth Scopolitis. Um, I have been speaking to the senior management team over the past week, which they are fully aware of what I am doing and have offered me their 100% support, and this support is greatly appreciated. I plan to begin working as Seth immediately, as I have been. I'm very pleased to be able to take this step toward personal wholeness while staying at a job I have found very rewarding. This change will not affect my ability to do my job. In fact, I may be less distracted when I no longer have two personas to juggle. Also, as I enjoy being myself more, you may find me more enjoyable to be around. Some of you may not understand the life changes I am undertaking. I'd be happy to answer your questions or direct you to additional information. Some of you may not approve of what I'm doing. That is your right. However, I expect that everyone will treat me with basic human respect. Beginning today, I ask that you call me by my new name, Seth, and use male pronouns he, him, his when referring to me. I know this will take a little time to get used to, and I expect that you'll make mistakes at first. All I ask is that you try to get it right. Respectfully, Seth Scopolitis, formerly Bria. So yeah, I sent that out, and I also made notes of how people reacted, what people said to me. Um, One of the sales team, she called me and spoke to me, just was happy for me sort of thing, and she's like, "It's great. Now I get to talk sexy to you," which was it felt good because she was treating me just like another guy, sort of thing. Um, Senior management, yeah, they've given me their full support and are really happy for me. The senior management and my operations manager have already started using male pronouns and Seth. Yeah. My operations manager has no trouble with the name and pronouns in emails, but like on the factory floor when we're like face to face, he sometimes slips up a bit, but it's expected. He actually called me by birth name and he actually apologized for it. So they're being understanding and I'm being understanding at the same time. So yeah. And to be fair, I've known him since I was like 14, so I'm 21 now. One of the girls I work with, she keeps, as I said, she keeps forgetting my chosen name, Seth, and she calls me Zip. Um, One of the sales reps from Sydney sent me an email and was like, "Good on you, Seth. I'm very proud of you. Lots of love. XX." Because not everyone down in operations has access to email accounts, my operations manager did like a toolbox meeting. We normally do them every week anyway, and he just announced it and stuck the letter email thing up on the blackboard behind him and was like, if anyone wants to read it, read it. But Brown is no longer Brown. Brown is now Seth. He's transgender. Blah 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 blah. If you have any questions for him, he's more than happy to answer them, which I am. A lot of the guys are actually a lot nicer to me and like more approachable since coming out. Like before it was just like, but now like we talk. And yeah. One of the guys I'm pretty close with at work, even before coming out, he calls me Sethstickle because like that's my username for games and shit, and we play games at like lunchtime and shit on our phones. But yeah, that is it. I'm pretty sure that is what's been happening in the world of Seth. Got any questions, hit me up. If you have any ideas of what I should talk about, let me know. I'm more than happy. I have no nightlife anymore, pretty much. Except for tonight. I'm going to a pub tonight. But, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that because this video is already, 18 minutes long and I don't edit my videos. So, if you've watched the whole thing, thank you. You actually sat through me talking a whole bunch of shit that probably made no sense. See you later.